Mic check. Oh yeah, I remembered this time. What did we do? 10 minutes with the mute button on. Last stream. Yeah, another random late one. We'll see if anyone even pops in. And if not, it's all good. We're still rolling. Drop that. What's up? 1 2 1 2. Doggy's barking. All right. Nobody's in here. Great. Maybe someone to watch it later. Yeah. What's up? Went by the Cecil tonight, the Cecil Hotel. That was interesting. Always interesting to walk around that building. And I'm really starting to think it's one of those old world buildings. And Roger got an alert. I was just talking to myself here, Roger. Thanks for hopping in here. Yeah, this did you see the Cecil stream? Went to go check out the Cecil Hotel, Roger. I don't think I seen you in the chat, which is all good. But maybe you were there. And I was just mentioning that, yeah, I'm starting to think it might be one of those old world buildings. There was an article I pulled up yesterday that had some of his story on it. And it talked about before the Cecil Hotel, there was another structure there. And it was built in like the mid or late 1800s. And they weren't clear on the dates. The dates were like, I think maybe, I want to say like 10, 15 years maybe apart that they were guesstimating that it was built. And I forget who was the guy behind all that. And then they said they demolished that and then erected the Cecil Hotel in 1924. And it's what is it? I forget the term, the style. There's brick and stone. They call it. Is it Bureau art? I won't try. But it's basically Art Deco type style too. They mention, and I think it's like a French word. It'll come to me, but I couldn't find that article again because I wanted to share that. Can't remember, says Roger. I may have seen it after the live ended. Hmm. Yeah, and there's several other things on that building that just are pointing towards that. That it's one of these buildings from possibly a previous civilization being repurposed as a hotel. And a lot of times those old world buildings are haunted for some reason. Yeah, because they're old, but I think there's more to it. Uh, when you look into a lot of those buildings that are being repurposed, there's people with theories of what the original structure might have been for. And maybe that has something to do with the hauntings and types of energies and stuff around those buildings. There was actually some buildings across from the Cecil that got my attention. It seemed like there was a couple of griffins on top of one of those buildings there. So I got to look into that. And there's Juliana. Salute to you, Juliana. Are you in the barn? What you up to, girl? Salute to you. And yeah, we're talking about the Cecil Hotel. Um, yeah, so there's people staying in there at the moment, Section 8. But I also read that it's for sale. And Juliana's guessing. Uh oh. Do we need a guess with her? What are you guessing about, Juliana? What's going on in that cocoa of yours? Guessing with Juliana McGill. I bet it's farm related. Wait, what? Russell is in here? What's up, Russell? But yeah, I'm pretty sure those were griffins on that building. So yeah, a lot of people believe that the griffin could be a sign of the Tartarians. And yeah, it's on their flag according to old maps and stuff like that. So I could see that. And yeah, I wonder what that building is now. That's across the street from the Cecil once again. And yeah, I don't know. The Cecil definitely has that weird vibe, even outside of the building. And there's a whole list. Oh yeah, do you? It's for sale. It's for sale, Russell. So if you'd like to inquire about it, I'm sure you could go online, or I could find a number or a link for you. I told my brother too. I was like, "Hey, dude, you might be interested in getting that place. You could do paranormal tours. I think that'd be a probably a good turnout." Yeah, Russell says as long as they're not them Ghostbuster dogs, he's okay. And who we got in here? The battle. Yeah, definitely. We were talking. That always comes up. The Elisa Lamb case, and yeah, I think it's definitely more on the weird tip. That whole situation there, and yeah, people definitely did some deep dives into that. I was. I remember when my niece showed me the video. I was like, "Whoa, something's up here." And I think I was visiting from up north at the time, and yeah, it got my attention right away. I knew something weird was going on, and people broke it down. Even her name, her name, had some ties to certain things, very occult stuff too. But yeah, it was very odd. I didn't figure out which because there's like three tiers to that building, and I'm not sure which one the water tank is on. And then the battle says like there was some like there was a test called the Elis. Oh, right. Yep. Yeah, see, there was connections like that, and also, people were saying like, yeah, the lamb was sacrificed, and then there was talks about this building. I forget the YouTube channel. Got to find out and share that out. But they were talking about this building across the street that was supposedly working with this tech, invisible, some sort of invisible technology, and that possibly they were like using that there. Maybe someone was invisible or something because uh, when she was peeking out of the elevators, like she was seeing someone there. And some say, yeah, she was having some sort of breakdown, which that happens with these. We touched on that recently. Uh, just people having these sort of breakdowns, these issues, mental issues, before they go missing mysteriously. And yeah, so I think even with that happening, they blamed it on that. Like it was just some sort of mental issue and nothing strange. But hmm, and I would like to check out the building from the inside. There's some old pictures I pulled up yesterday. I was checking some stuff out, and man, it was amazing to look at those pictures in there. It was just super decorated and yeah, one of those beautiful buildings. But yeah, just a creepy history for sure. We got some we're going to touch on some news here. We've been talking about Crater Lake a whole lot lately too. We've been trying to pull up the webcam, certain national park webcams. And so at nighttime it's all dark. You can't see anything. And a lot of times, right now there's like snow and stuff, but I was able to check out the cam during the day earlier today, and I took a little screenshot.
Well, she explained that she wasn't sure what her son was actually
So
saying,
there's Wizard
other than
Island.
that he was actually calling.
You see some snow on there.
She had stated that his words were entirely clear.
And
She
so I
heard
was
the
like, you know what?
flames
Let me
dancing
just
right next to her.
record a little video of it
And she also
since I've been
appeared
trying
to
since
understand what
since
those
I've
words
been
were.
trying to share it. And there you go, a little clip of Crater Lake. And there's some news. Actually, my boy Dry, the homie Dry, sent me some news, and then also Tina C. Very soon after I got Dry's message, Tina C sent me the same message also, and I was like, "Yep, just got that message also." And we'll take a look at that. Let's see, where you at? Anyone here? The news. Here we go. So the deepest U.S. lake is closing to tourists for at least 3 years. I heard two in other articles, but yeah, they're closing Crater Lake for a couple of years. What's up with that? They said, I heard something about like maintenance. Coyotes are out. You can see some diving going on there. Juliana, you been up to Crater Lake? Anyone else in the chat been there a couple times? Says here, and this is who USA Today. This coming summer will be the last chance to swim or take a boat tour in the waters of Crater Lake for an extended period of time. For extended period. I put in the time there. Fleetwood Cove Trail, the only legal pathway to the shoreline of the United States' deepest lake, will close in 2026 and stay closed for years due to a construction project, according to park officials. So you still got a little bit of time. Let's see. The park is planning on starting construction in 2026. A news release from Crater Lake National Park says, due to the extent work to be completed and short construction seasons, the trail closures will be required and are expected during the duration of the 2027 and 2028 summer seasons. During this time, no boat tours will be provided and the trail will be closed due to construction and rock fall hazards. If construction goes on as planned, the renovated trail will reopen in summer 2029. Hmm. In an email to SF Gate Crater Lake Information Officer Marcia McGab confirmed that all access to the lake will be cut off and that visitors will only be able to enjoy views of the lake from above, up on the rim. Yeah, I haven't been down to the actual waters. I hear you could fish down there as well and swim, but not only a certain distance out. They don't want people really polluting that water. And it says park scientists will be the only ones allowed to approach the lake, she said. I don't know. I wonder. You know me. I'm more thinking like something else is going on, and maybe they don't want people going down there. And while they're at it, they'll close it and do a little construction. Hmm. Although the news release says the trail will reopen in 2029, there appeared to be some chance it could reopen in 2028. The Cleetwood Cove Trail is most heavily used trail with thousands of park visitors hiking the trail to gain access to Lake Shore each summer. At the bottom, there's a place to jump into the lake. Cleetwood Cove Marina is the launch point for concession provided boat tours of Crater Lake and the park's boats. It says it's not illegal to access the lake by going down the lake's cliffs into the caldera. And in fact, there have been a number of rescues, deaths, and accidents from people attempting to reach the lake through that method in the past. This project proposes to rehabilitate the trail and related infrastructure to ensure safe access to the lake, provide needed visitor services, and to protect the environment, the news release said. There's some pictures of Crater Lake there. Can y'all see that on your end? What's up, Philip? Senor Blair in the house. And yeah, I've talked about the time we were gonna go cross country skiing. The Queen and her son. We went up to Crater Lake. There's a bunch of snow up there. I wanted to go, you know, look for strange stuff. And yeah, cross country skiing would have been a way to do it. But yeah, long story short, or short story shorter, we got our skis and stuff. I was slipping and falling already in the parking lot. And I was kind of not feeling the whole idea. The Queen wanted to go. And so we make ourselves up to the rim, and our son nearly goes off the rim. It was scary. Yeah, that's a quick Crater Lake story there. I got another one with my brother that we've shared. I don't know who these guys are. It looks like they got some bagels and scrambled eggs there going. Oh yeah. Yeah, beautiful spot. Very mysterious. The natives say it's cursed. And but I'm still very attracted to the place, even though they mentioned that. I do believe it. Um, Also, several Bigfoot reports as of late coming out of some of the roads nearby down the mountain. And yeah, just driving up into that area, I sense it. You feel it. And yeah, we'll see. Since they're going to be closing, maybe we should try to get up there as soon as possible. We've been planning on. Oh yeah. Juliana here says Red Bull and Grey Goose always got me down the slopes of Shasta. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's we gotta pull this up for that one. Where you at? Yep. That was a good one, Juliana. What else we got? So still more Bigfoot reports being added to the couple of websites we've been checking out. So we'll go ahead and get into that since we're talking Crater Lake and goes hand in hand with the Sasquatch. Is that dead fish in here? What up, dead fish? Where you been at? There's been a whole lot of speed chases going on. Haven't seen you in any of the chats. Hope you've been well. And I see. Look, so when I pull up the comments here, it lets me know what platform you're on. I think most of you are all YouTube here. But yeah, we're on 6 different platforms at the moment. And if you're feeling a little solo on the other platforms, come on over to the YouTube. Chop it up with the homies right here. The homegirls. Oh yeah. Sure. The coyotes probably running down the block right now. That's what that's all about. All right, Sasquatch reports. Let's do it. Here we go. So we've been checking out the Bigfoot mapping project on the daily. And pretty much on the daily there's been new reports added. We touched on these 2 California ones. There's one on the coast here up in the Santa Cruz Mountains. This other one here that we touched on in the Sierras, and all these other ones, even the one in Seattle we touched on yesterday. Those are all fresh that have been dotted here on the site. Utah, Texas, Georgia. This one's what? Tennessee, Ohio, Boston. Been reading all of those, but look, it looks like Nova Scotia has got a couple. It looks like a couple of them because look at those dots. Looks like an orange and a green one in the same spot. Looks pretty cool, actually. So let's go ahead and click on that. Let's see if we click on the outside. All right. So this is from this year as well. And date and time of sighting 3/29, 2025, 3:21 p.m. No height or sex reported. Vocalization, yes. There's the disclaimer, yes. Describe your encounter. Here lays an abandoned cabin in a set of mountains. The further you go into this forest, the higher you are hiking. I spent almost an hour climbing uphill to camp out at this cabin alone. I heard something trail behind me, and it says, and. So we're stuttering here. Move some trees. Hmm. When I stopped, it continued. But why only one tree? Also heard some tree knocking and something walking outside my tent. Yikes. Let's see. I have 2 separate occasions here, one solo and one with my girlfriend. We captured a spirit on camera. Hmm. But the only Bigfoot activity was the tree knocking. Slight whooping. What do you mean slight whooping? How do we do that? It's either a whoop or not. Can someone do a slight whoop? And movement of certain trees. Yep. Bigfoot twisting trees, probably. You know, we like twisting trees here, just like Bigfoot. But yeah, no, I've gotten the tree shaking before. We got that on video. Nice video clip of that. Couldn't make out anything. Maybe someone with sharper eyes should take a closer look at that clip. And the clip we've shown several times here recently. And it's in an area, one of my spots in the redwoods. And yeah, I was aiming the camera in a certain area and noticed a tree starting to like sway, and then it just started really kind of shaking. And I don't think it was wind because there was other trees, other stuff in the area wasn't moving like that. So yeah, let's see if something else pops up here with Nova Scotia. Yeah, it doesn't look like. Maybe that's and hopefully you've seen it on your end there. Y'all get to see that. I'm making sure to, because sometimes I'll show the screen like this, but when I show the screen like this, I can't scroll around and zoom in on stuff. But right here I could. And for the most part, it usually works. But there's been times where I've been reading these reports and the darn map is not showing. So apologies for that. But hey, you get to hear the report. So that's all good. And so, yeah, those are your Bigfoot mapping project's latest submitted reports there. And yeah, pretty fresh. All of them have been from this year. Not all of them, most of them. There's a few throwbacks, a few from last year. Some go back 2023 on all these latest dots here. But we're going to jump on over to the BFRO. And I wonder if I just if I were to click here, I don't think that works like that. But anyway, we'll just play it safe and do it this way. Where am I at? Boom. There I is. Philip Blair recently learned that sturgeon are one of the most oh yeah. Yep. Like dinosaurs for sure, yeah. Ancient animals on the earth, 150 million years they were living dinosaurs to the dinosaurs. He's telling Russell that. You ever tried sturgeon? I know if Juliana's still in here, over at the Bembo Inn, Southern Humboldt, trippy hotel there, but haunted. Had several things happen there, the fires, and yeah, I wonder if that's an old worlder there too. There's something about that building. And I've gotten the tour of the boiler room. Creepy place, but fun to hang out at. Yeah, the sturgeon. They have sturgeon there every once in a while. Ah, yeah, it was still legal to catch them on the Klamath when Juliana was a little youth. And I hear, yeah, they're still out there, right? In small numbers. But yeah, I heard like the Columbia River Gorge. Probably find them there. But yeah, I've heard of how big they get. Never seen one in the wild. Yep. And Juliana says the Benbow, like Grandpa used to say it. It was very interesting. Deadfish says, maybe I'm thinking of tuna. They're giant. All right, BFRO. They do have another recent report submitted as well. BFRO's been on it lately, y'all. We've been reading off the reports here, and so I checked it today, just right before we jumped on here, and I checked it earlier today, and this report wasn't there. So this is pretty fresh on the press and off the press. Let's see. Reports posted since April 1st, 2025. It says July 9th. So this is a throwback, 1979 or 80. Minnesota, Itasca County. It's a Class B sighting. Bigfoot howls heard near northeast corner of Chippewa National Forest. All right, we'll take a look at the report there. Let's see, report number 78457, Class B, submitted by witness on Tuesday, April 1st. Hold on. Bigfoot howls heard northeast corner of Chippewa National Forest, year 79 or 80, season summer, month July. Damn, 4th of July. How about that? Minnesota is the state, and Itasca County. Location details, the coordinates there. Was standing on the front deck of my sister's cabin. Nearest town is that say work there? Looks like it. Nearest road, CR 127. And then it says, also noticed, I heard an animal howl much louder and longer than a wolf could have made. I estimated it to be a quarter to half mile east of my position. I happened it happened two or three times. I recently found online a sound called, oh yeah, the Ohio Howl. Yeah, we know that one. Matt Moneymaker, which is close but not long enough. Jeez. Other witnesses, one, I did go inside after I heard it to get someone else to come out and listen. But that may not have happened. I'm sure I was the only one to hear it. I was enjoying a Coors beer. And this guy's a Coors guy. I had brought from Denver, Colorado. No other stories. Time and conditions evening. It was still light out just before sunset on the cabin deck. And then there's it looks like Matt Moneymaker. Originally from come on, spit it out, bro. The Los Feliz district of Los Angeles. You know, Los Feliz is right here, not too far. I don't think I ever ran into Moneymaker out here. Did up in Willow Creek. All right, so I guess he must have investigated that one there. So some squatchy news, squatchy reports for y'all. Some reports out of Crater Lake there. It's popping in chat. There's Magneticus. Government has everything polluted, he says. There's Maggie. How's the future, Maggie? Good to see you, Maggie. One love, Maggie. Maggie. Taco Tuesday is still on. What is Smoking Scan? He titles his live streams on Tuesday. It's like Taco Tuesday Crime Wave Party. Rightfully so. How's your day, Magneticus? Anything exciting? Let's see here. Uh-oh, buffering. All right. Skid Row Cam's buffering. Maybe it's on break. Oh, yeah. We there is some more Squatchy news here. Hold on. Bring it back. Yeah. Let's take a look here. Also speaking of Bigfoot, there was a video I ran into on the tube, and it's from this channel. As you can see, I'm not subscribed to it, and it's whoa. All right, there we go. I'm pushing buttons over here, muting and unmuting myself in the headphones and on the mic. But we're back. Yes, Monster Myth channel here. Yeah, we'll mention it. Whatever. You want to go over and subscribe, follow, whatever you want to do. There's Chris Jarvis. Matt Moneymaker was born in LA but lived here in Ohio a few years, I think. Yep. Yeah, he does have a Ohio connection there. And I think he's still uh, is he still in SoCal? He's like in a really nice Los Feliz is really nice actually. Lived in the area there, right by Marshall High School. We've talked about that. And but yeah, I forget thought I heard he's in another part of SoCal now these days, but could be that he moved. And so anyway, so you can see the awesome thumbnail here. Alaskan killer Bigfoot. And then it says real Bigfoot sighting in Alaska wilderness caught on film. That hook right there will bring in one of those sturgeons, let me tell you. Jeez. So yeah, I tapped in on it. I tapped that and I got to the point where they showed this footage and I was like, hold on here. Let's see. And that was the footage right there. If I'm not mistaken, and I'll say that as a disclaimer, but this is to me, when I seen this, I was like, oh yeah, that's the Pennsylvania white Bigfoot footage, right? Some of you have seen it. Some of you may not have seen it. But yeah, according to most of us, I think most of us, there's a consensus on it that it's from Pennsylvania. Whether it's real or not is a whole other can of beans. And yeah, I don't know. It's weird that they put it in this Alaskan thing. So they're saying that this footage is from Alaska, and I was like, I don't know. I I dropped a little comment with the sweaty emoji, and I was like, "Oh, Pennsylvania white Bigfoot footage." And then someone actually recently responded just a little while ago saying, let's take a look here. Got 4 replies, 3 thumbs up. Cool. Appreciate that. But yeah, you can see white Bigfoot Pennsylvania footage. And then Donald Duffy, 8947, responded with Alberta, Canada. It was filmed in Jasper National Park years ago. It was a hoax. And then I responded 4 hours ago. How can I find more information on that? And then he responded with not sure. Maybe check with Alberta Bigfoot Research. I remember when this video first came out years ago, the original title was Bigfoot Video in Jasper. Later, it was reported a hoax. And I responded back, interesting, because most of us know it as the white Pennsylvania Bigfoot footage. So, yeah, anyone, any squatchers, any Bigfooters, or anyone have any more information on this video? I still think it's from Pennsylvania, but it could be that it's from Canada. I don't know. Nikki Cologne over at Sasquatch Secrets recently covered it also. And yeah, this is it's been covered quite a bit. It's one of my favorites. I think it's possible. I mean, the face moves and everything. It's pretty good if it's a hoax. And but yeah, I put it up there with one of my favorites. And if it is real, even the eyes, it's gnarly how they got the eyes to look the way they do. And the thing darts off in the dark, you know? I think a hoax, maybe a person, there's a good chance they'll run into maybe a tree because it seems to have a lot of trees in this area when you look at the video. And let's see, let's take a look and see if we could check out the clip.
Real identifying characteristics of the young teens involved. But what we can show you is enough to make your blood run cold.
That's what is this? The Ivan Marks. This one's hilarious. What is it? A Gugway or something? See, it just darts off in the dark there. Run it back.
Couldn't obtain permission to share the audio or video footage in its entirety, as it would reveal identifying characteristics of the young teens involved. But what we can show you is enough to make your blood run cold. Viewing this footage for the first time was deeply unsettling. I could feel the fear of the campers, as if I were holding the camera myself. And when the figure finally appeared, my heartbeat started racing. It challenged everything.
Oh yeah, did it again. Did it again. So yeah, what do you think? Was that is that footage from Canada? Is it from Alaska? Is it from Pennsylvania? Is it a real Bigfoot? Is it albino? Is it yeah, I got that. And I'm still learning, Sal. I was muted 10 minutes yesterday in the beginning. Hilarious. And I did it again right now, but I caught myself and I'm gonna continue learning. You know, BMR, big shout out to BMR for a rad show today or yesterday, we should say. He had Hellbent Holler on, and man, they were almost up at like 200 people up in the chat. I seen he even had to slow his chat down, and it was just a really good show. And they're a really good, yes, really good team. Those two, was it Joe and Jesse? Yeah, you know, we got their, he talked about their style, they got their content, their brand. I just think they're doing it right. And I don't know, I really feel they saying, yeah, like they're doing anything. You know, I think outside the box and I love the gadgets and gear and all that stuff. Yeah, salute to them. And BMR, what was I going to say about BMR? BMR, yeah, mentioned that he actually, because he was muting himself a whole lot too, and it happens. He put a big old sign on his audio interface or whatever he's using on his mute button to remind them. And actually, these right here, I have it's a red button here. So, and it's actually the red button is on, but when it turns on even brighter. So sometimes you can't really question myself. And you'll see me looking down there quite a bit, but glad that I caught that sooner than 10 minutes. Damn. See. So where were we? Yeah. So yeah. So should we let that guy know on that channel? Like, hey, we don't think that's Alaskan. And now I'm really curious if it's from Jasper. I'll have to run it by Nikki Cologne. See what she thinks. Yeah, because she's good at this stuff. She's good at digging up the backstories and information about Bigfoot videos, and I trust her judgment. Hmm. All right, so I think that's about it for Bigfoot tonight, and I can't wait to get back out there at some point. Even up in these mountains, we got to go do that follow up and bring you all along. Also, we got this camera we need to get going. I kind of, I wanted to pop it out when I went tonight over at the Cecil, but then again, you don't want to be certain areas. It's kind of feel a little weird carrying a big old camera like that. It's even carrying my phone seems big enough, and people notice it, and you never know with people how they may react when you have a camera out, especially out here. So yeah, I just went ahead and went with the phone, but yeah, super anxious to get that camera going and learning how to, you know, upload the videos, save my videos, chop them up, put them together. and we'll be working on that stuff here soon. And yeah, I wonder, yeah, curious to see the difference in quality compared to the phone. And we gotta, yeah, get some of these more SD cards eventually. And there's Catalina tonight. I don't know what's up with that light up there, right above the roof. Maybe it's something on the hill behind it. Not sure. But yeah, it was a windy day today, and Philip forgot sunscreen, got roasted out where? Yeah, what's up with the halibut, Juliana? Halibut get big too, and they're not endangered. They don't have mercury, and they taste better. I love halibut. Breaded, even when it's breaded, it's an ugly fish, or maybe for most, it'll, you know, it's an ugly, weird looking fish. But yeah, it is tasty. And when is halibut season up there, Juliana? When is all that popping off? Yeah, Poncho Zorge fell asleep during BMR. Doesn't surprise me, Poncho. That's hilarious. Yeah, Catalina Cam looking blurry right there. What's up with that? Got another weird light popping up there. Let's see. Let's get some other views of Southern California here while we're at it. There's Santa Monica, June. Halibut is in June. Roasted out on the river below Bonneville Dam. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Is Bonneville, is that up in Washington? I thought it said Boonville there for a second. Juliana knows Boonville. What's Magnetic is saying, Maggie. Uh-oh. Magneticus needs some rest. He must have been really busy today. I'm almost positive Magneticus is a night owl. But it seems like everyone's sleeping patterns have been all over the place. Halibut is year round here in SoCal, but late spring is the best for fishing. Right on, Sal. Do you go fishing, Sal? Gotta take me fishing, bro. But yeah, I don't know about these waters out here. That whole algae bloom thing going on and sea life being affected and construction of what? How do people get those construction jobs? Says Philip. The battle says without right saying it. This is to see how far up in the chat I am. All right, where's Mount Wilson at? I exited. Let's pull it back up. Yeah, finally doing laundry tonight. Got to remember to switch switch the washer to the dryer. LAX looking all lonely there. Yeah, same one. Who's going to bed, Russell or Philip? We're about to head off here too in a minute. We want to look at Mount Wilson really quick, and it's what's a trip is that from the corner right here, the corner right up the street here on the corner, I get a view of Mount Wilson up here where the towers are and where I imagine this camera is. So I have to take a little video of that for y'all. What Sal worked on a fishing boat called the Daily Double from Point Loma, San Diego, and Love Irie. Love Irie fishing, and yes, we need to go fishing. Yeah, bro. Uh, it's weird. I got my some of my tackle with me, but I ain't got no rods with me. But I could score one. I'm sure, bro must have one somewhere. Let's see here. We're gonna pull something else up right quick. Let's see what's popping with Earth Cam. Yeah. All right. All these seem to be a lot of them are city. I'm trying to look for something out in the woods. Man, those beaches look nice there. Anyway, let's see. Let's try this. Still been working with my music software here. I can show you a little something, something. I'm gonna pull up the software right quick. Like that. So instead of turntables, instead of turntables, this thing has these little strips. It's the weirdest thing. And I've shown this mixer before. Um and so like scratching with this is completely different than scratching with records, but you can still do it. It's just a whole other way of doing it. So I've been practicing a little bit. We talked about DJ Qbert the other night. We are checking out his website and how he has all these different breaks. And breaks are like break beats that you could use for practicing scratching and different things. Um, and so over on his site, he's got all these different breaks. He had the Tartaria breaks, and I found the Bigfoot breaks. Of course, I was like, "Where's the Bigfoot one?" And I'll show you a picture of the cover of that one. It was hilarious. Um, and all the other ones, Blue Beam. They had some, what was it? You name it, and I'm sure they got the break. And so this one here is the Bigfoot breaks.
Now is breaking down, you fools.
So basically, yeah, this is Bigfoot beat breaks. Very different. So don't judge me on my cuts here. Still got to warm up my hands to this the crossfader. The crossfader is actually a lot heavier than the other mixer at the shop. So it takes a little more to move that around, which is good because that exercises my hands and fingers. So when I do go cut with the other mixer that's a lot looser and lighter, it's like, whoa, it's like hot butter. Not quite the way I want my cuts to sound, but just got to practice. And sometimes it takes a little bit of that rough sounding stuff to get to those nice cuts that you do want.
I bust all off the wall shit.
Yeah. Anyway, just been practicing with that a whole lot. And I'll do a little showcase of some cutting at the shop here soon, maybe tomorrow. At the shop has been sounding really good. But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, y'all. Little late night random chit chat live stream. And how do I let's see, get myself out of here. Boom. Minimize that. And cool, yeah, it showed up on the screen here for y'all. There's Ivy Ramirez. Ivy, I seen you started posting over on your ex. Good job. Gave you a few hearts over there. And yeah, no, hopefully your ex will continue growing there. Mine's been a little slow as well. But yeah, anyway, probably gonna scratch a little more here, dry some clothes, do another load, get ready for, I guess, a few hours here. Try and get some rest too. But yeah, bless up everyone. We will be in touch. you.